Hello, hello. Pete's Facts here for our April 14th live stream. Tonight we have March Machines pre-release, so we are going to be getting ready for that. Man, I really need to clean up this office. Oh, there's so much stuff everywhere. Let's see, I need to do a review on that. Oh boy. All the stuff everywhere. Okay, that can go there for now. We have so many things all over the place. We need a little binder. So, I'm excited for March Machines. Hopefully it's a good set. I've been avoiding spoilers, but I will be looking at probably comprehensive rules sometime today to make sure I understand all the mechanics. So, as with all pre-releases, we want to make sure that we have our sleeves, our deck boxes, all that good stuff. Generally a good idea to bring backup sleeves in case your friends forget theirs. Let's see. We have some of these. We'll count out a couple packs of sleeves. These nice dark teal ones that I haven't used in forever. We will count out a couple of packs of sleeves there. So we need some baggies for them. One of these days I will order appropriate sized bags. Those, but in the meantime, we can use sandwich bags. Or if I have them, snack sized bags. Does not look like I have sandwich or snack sized bags, so we will use far larger sandwich bags. It looks like about 3 to 4 bags worth of sleeves, so we'll get 4 bags. Remember, kids, reduce, reuse, recycle. If you have extra sleeves from when you did whatever, it's good to do that. So, get things started. Let's open up the bag. And see what's already in here. So we've got a partial pack of orange sleeves from before. We don't need those. Playmat tube. We have a pack of olive mats. Is there enough in there? No. That is from where we sleeved up another deck. We will take those out of the box. We don't need our constructed decks. So we're not playing constructed tonight. We're playing limited. So those can come out. They will go over on the cart. So we don't forget about them next week. Although I suspect we will be building new decks for next week. And we're going to have a lot of March of Machines content in this next week. So there are 5 different commander decks with this release. Right, we've got some little books. Let's see, what are these? There's a deck I was working on. Some trade stuff I picked up. So, need to empty those out. And some other stuff. Some more other stuff. And some stuff I pulled for other people, so that can come out. Don't need that. Have empty one. As an old marked penny sleeve, we can pull that out. Some other old beat up penny sleeves. We don't need those. It's another empty book. And what is this? This is another build book that we have. Some things and stuff. That can come out. These need to be cleared. Stuff in them put away. That over on the pile of stuff to clear out. A whole bunch of board game stuff that came in yesterday that I need to organize. That's going to be a whole thing. Still need to get Casting Shadows under control. I need to pick up a new box for those decks. Pick up something to organize that stuff. We can do that later today. See, that's just something that needs to go in recycling. Okay. Another pack of old sleeves. Next, this is a partial pack of mint sleeves. And oh wow. A couple of cards I picked up in trade that I completely forgot about. Hmm. Okay. And a pre-release code. That's cool. We'll have to use that later. Let's see. So we have all this stuff. Here's that really cool life counter. It's a promotion for buying something with Phyrexia All Will Be One. Let's see, so we are pretty much cleared down. We've got a mask in there, got some extra dice. Little Sudoku pad in case we get bored, dry erase markers for reusable stuff. Huh, Kaldheim promo pack. That I apparently completely forgot about. Little code. Oh, these are actually some good cards. I need to put those in the sort pile. Okay. This can go. I can go with their dice. Oh boy. So much stuff that I need to take care of board game wise. And we also just need to clean up this office. But it's all good. Good times all around. I don't even know what those are. We've got so much stuff that I just need to handle. But getting a handle on everything is difficult because there's so much stuff. It's a self-reinforcing issue. Okay. Well, first things first, we've got our bag cleared out. So now we need to make our packs of sleeves. Playmat tube is back in the bag. Let's see, let's make sure these are all still in usable condition. They are good enough. It seems little bit of dust on them. These also probably haven't been used in 6 or 7 years. Let's count out some sleeves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 29, 30, 35, 38, 39, 40, 45, 47, 50. Okay, that's our first pack. Five, 7, 9, 10. 6, 8, 10, 4, 8, 10, 5, 9, 10, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 4, 6, 10. Oh, I grabbed exactly 110 sleeves. That's neat. That's 50. And another 50. Okay. And our sandwich bag. Get as much air out as we can. And we have a pack of sleeves. You know, I've got a sealing machine. Nah, not gonna be bothered. I was thinking I could I could cut these bags in half and seal them that way. Who wants to go through all that crap? But I will tape down the bags. Tab. So just pull it. And ta-da! We have a pack of sleeves. We'll do another bag. I just need 2 packs, so it's fine. Get our pack of sleeves. And our tape. All right. Got our 2 packs of sleeves. Nice. then I'll put these back with the other sleeves. Yeah. Cool. Just go that way. Very nice. One of these days I will do that for all of the sleeves I have in my sleeve box. But today is not the day. Let's see, that is a stack of stuff. Sun lands. Okay, sorry. Okay. It's there. Do. Yep. I need to get the Brothers War at some point. But it's all good. It's all so good. So. Oh, so much stuff. Brothers War, Double Masters. Okay. So we have our sleeves. And we have our little binder. Put anything crazy we get in. So that goes with a trade binder. Which we need to set up another trade binder pretty soon. So the one that we have is a little long in the tooth. That and it's kind of gotten to the point where the stuff in it, most people aren't prepared to trade for on a daily basis. So something about, you know, having inventions and invocations and stuff like that in your trade binder kind of puts people off, apparently. All right. And hey, look at that. It's sleeves too. It's this. Pack of lands. Sleeves. That is a whole ass Prerelease kit. Wow. Wow. So sometimes my partner does sealed, and when there's some things that they do when they play sealed that just confuse me. But it's all good. Heck, it's not open. We're going to bring an extra deck box. I know one of my friends is going to need one. which can just back at the end of the night. Have a couple of extra deck boxes, extra deck box sleeves. Always good to bring extras. See, extra deck box packed with extra sleeves. Deck box. Cool Pokemon deck box, and one of these. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the sleeves in the bigger deck box, because that makes sense. Since they do have a little bit of added bulk from the packs. Okay, that looks good. Open this up. See what it has inside. The heck? Oh, wow. Okay, that is a way of doing a deck box Ultra Pro. Not sure if I like that. That's just... I mean, that's a neat way to close it, but then you end up with this weird, like, bump on the back of your deck box. Okay, that's cool, I guess. We got the good old slide top, whole bunch of extra sleeves in here. And then I got an empty slide top. That's fine too. It's apparently got an occlusion. Some paper got set into the bottom of the deck box, or the back of the deck box. Okay, that's a thing, I guess. A nice little set of stuff there. We can put that in our bag. Which has perfect amount of space in the bottom for deck boxes. We put our playmat tube. Question is, do I bring an extra playmat in case my friends are idiots? Well, not necessarily idiots, but unprepared. It's just some people are the same thing. Okay. It's all good. Pens and stuff in here. Oh. It's a whole bunch of busted old penny sleeves. I don't need the marked ones because those are just junk. We'll keep the others as emergency backup sleeves in case we run through the pack that we have here. And we've got our mini USB cable just in case we need to charge our phone. There is luckily a charging station at the LGS I go to. So yeah, we have packed up our bag. That should be everything we need. Got our pen and paper in there. Everything else. Cool stuff. All right. Now that that's done, we can start color sorting comments. Oh. I keep forgetting that there's little, like, tabs on the bottom of these, little feet-like things. So the more I use these, the more I like them. I wish they weren't so expensive, and they're backwards. And on top of that, I wish that the plastic 3Ks that they made weren't like $40. It'd be really nice if they were priced better. But it's all good. So looks like we currently have no one viewing. It's all good. So, okay. Well, now that we've got our bag done, let's start color sorting our commons from Dominaria Remastered. Yeah. And what are these? Those commons. Those are commons. I got lands too. Well, actually, let's do our basics first, since we have that already. Nah, I'll do them later. I don't need to do them right this second. And in fact, doing them right this second would be a distraction. What are these? Oh, that's all the misprints and stuff. Wow. Okay. Dominaria Remastered. Cool. All right. Let's get to color sorting some commons. Let's see, that's land. Artifact. It's a little awkward. Let's just worry about black, red, green to begin with. So that will allow us to move the shortest distance to just what's in front of us. Okay. Now I can do all the white stuff and blue stuff. Artifacts and lands. Right. Hmm. Hey Walter, how's it going? We are currently getting through the commons from Dominaria Remastered. Let's see, hopefully I didn't post that too long ago. Yeah, what time? Yeah. So we got our bag ready for the pre-release tonight. Yeah, packed with extra deck boxes. Yep. I'm waiting for pre-release too. Is your pre-release, when is words are hard. I also recorded a bunch of shorts this morning. So my brain is a little mush. When's your pre-release start? So mine's not for another 6.5 hours. Oh, you're in Eastern time too? Yeah, so it's about another 6 hours for you too. Yeah, ours is supposed to start at 6. It'll probably start at 6:30. At least building will, and then it'll be done by like 1. So we will see. I haven't looked at any spoilers, as is my tradition. I like to go into the set completely blind, because I don't like making things easy on myself. As as we all know. I like the challenge. And you can't play, like, can't second guess your plays if you don't know what else is in the set. the big brain thing there. So that way every sealed pool feels like a good sealed pool. Wish I could have got more than just a pre-release kit but it wasn't in the cards this time. Yeah. I did a slightly bigger pre-order than I normally do, and I'm already kind of regretting it. So, you know, that's the whole thing. I think that one of the big things to pick up for this set is going to be the commander decks, because they reprinted the Planescape stuff with it, and historically Planescape has undersold at the beginning. Or not Planescape. Yeah, Planescape. It's Planescape, right? Or is it Planeshift? The mode with the double width cards. Historically, it has sold very poorly in the beginning, but then once people play it, like the prices skyrocket on it, because it's a fantastic format. It's one of the few multiplayer formats that I actually enjoy. because there's so much to it. Like I do not care for Commander. Oh no, see that's the thing. The Planescape cards, it's half reprints, half new cards. And just the Planescape cards historically have gotten very expensive. Excuse me. I've got hiccups today. So I would recommend picking them up, picking up at least a set of them to hold on to, if that's something you can swing financially, and it won't put you out. If not, I wouldn't worry about it. But the Planescape anthologies. So this is the third time the Planescape stuff has been in print. You have the original Planescape decks that they did like 15 years ago. Then about 8 years ago, they did Planescape anthologies where they reboxed everything together. And then you have this most recent reprint. Planescape anthologies, I bought 5 of the full set. And about 2 years later, I sold one of them, and it covered the cost of all 5. If that makes any sense. So the increase in value was more than the total retail price of the of 5 times that. If that makes sense. That's a really crappy way to put it. It went up in price a little bit more than 5 times what the original retail price was. Because the original retail price was like $70, and I sold one of my copies for $400. So I made a tidy little profit there that covered the original set. And I'm not one to normally sell stuff. Yeah, I picked up an extra as a hedge in case I wanted to give one away to friends. So it's just something to consider. I'm also not the best person to ask on stuff like that because I have a tendency to buy and hold a lot of stuff. Which, from what I can tell, is out of the norm at this point. So I do the same thing when I invest in like in stocks and stuff. I tend to be a long-term investor in things. I don't like short-term investing because I really don't like that double hit that you get on capital gains. Which is a little less applicable to Magic. But like the tax on collectibles is really nuts. But even if you don't play Commander, like there's some really good pickups in there. And Planescape or Planeshift, whichever one it's called, I can never remember, is actually a fun format. You play it with 60 card. You play it with regular 60 card decks. No commanders, because fuck Commander. And it's just fun. I do want the Sliver deck from Commander, though, from Commander Remastered. My small LGS I love is only getting if people buy the full Commander Precons bundle? Wow. Oh, that's miserable. I'm so sorry that they're in the position to have to do that. I haven't even done my pre-orders for that, and I don't know if I'm even going to do it, to be honest. The pricing that I've seen so far is absolutely bonkers, and like on one hand, I know it's going to do well because it's a Commander product, and the Commander community is just fucking nuts. But they want so much for it, and it's getting really hard to justify the pre-order prices on things. Especially with how badly I got burned on Baldur's Gate. Like, I ate so much on my pre-order for Baldur's Gate. It was bad. Because my pre-order for Baldur's Gate was over 4K, and when I picked it up, the price that you could pick up the exact things that I had bought the week of release was a third of what I paid for them. So I got burned bad on Baldur's Gate. I'm still, like, it still hurts. Which really sucks, too, because, like, conceptually, Baldur's Gate was a fantastic set. It's just the way they decided to release it, it didn't retain any value, and the cards just weren't quite there. The funny thing is, it's a fantastic set, and it actually did a lot to Eternal formats. They had to ban, I think, like 12 cards from the set across various formats, including Pauper. They had to ban shit in it from Pauper. The initiative stuff in common and uncommon, or not uncommon, in common, was just nuts. I mean, the initiative itself is really good. They had to ban some initiative stuff in Legacy because it was just so good. Like, it was really powerful stuff. It's just the cards in the set were not flashy enough, I guess, for the Commander people. So, but I mean, it was a good set. It just shouldn't have been a Commander set, if that makes any sense. Like, it would have done a lot better as, like, a supplemental set for Modern. Like, I feel like if it had been a supplemental set for Modern, it would have done much better. And then it would have made a big impact on, like, it wouldn't have made quite a big impact on Pauper, or not Pauper, on Commander, which it was intended to be a Commander product, which means it's legal in Legacy and Vintage and Commander. But I think it would have been really good if it were Modern legal, and it would have sold a lot better. Or even as a standard set. Like, if it had been Adventures in the Forgotten Realms 2, effectively, it would have sold a hell of a lot better than it did. And I think people would have received it a lot better. But I don't know. Because it kind of felt like the conspiracy sets, except instead of being draft focused, it was just bad. for draft. And the funny thing is, like, you were supposed to be able to draft that set too. So, like, drafting Commander just seems miserable to me. Like, conceptually, it's just a bad idea. But the set itself is actually just very good. So yeah, I don't know. Still hurts how bad it tanked in value. Like, I'm go to the pre-release Commander remastered pre-release, but I'm not sure if I will pay. Just want the box and promos. There's going to be a pre-release for it? I'm always a little unsure if a set is going to have a pre-release or not at this point. Partially because they've released so many sets in the last year and a half. But they used to not really do pre-release events for supplemental sets. But I don't know if they consider it a supplemental set or if they consider it something that they're going to pre-release, if that makes any sense. Like, we used to have releases for like Modern Masters and stuff like that, but there weren't really pre-releases. At least not that I remember. But we had like release parties and things like that, or release events. That's what people were talking about last night. I didn't look it up to find out, but the Commander players were all talking about it last night. Yeah, I don't know. Again, because I don't play Commander really, I'm a little out of the loop on that kind of stuff, but I tend to keep release schedules pretty front of mind. So if there's a pre-release for it, that'll be cool. Maybe. Yeah, not really a fan of Commander. But I do like Sealed. I'm super excited about tonight. Because Sealed is fun. Wish we had a little more than 50 minutes for deck building, generally, because I tend to run out of time as I'm sleeving my deck, which is a little frustrating. I get distracted unless I take I have some noise canceling earmuffs that I not earmuffs, but they're hearing protection, basically, that I take with me when I go to pre-releases or really big events, just so I can focus better. They have like a 30 decibel reduction on them. All right, that is our second box done. Blur. Third run of commons. So remind me, Walter, what area do you play in? since we're both on East Coast. So I'm in High Point, North Carolina. And the shop that I'm at is really competitive, which I like. Used to be more so, but I've had a bit of fall off in the last few years, you know, between the pandemic and a whole bunch of other stuff. But a couple weeks ago, I ended up seeing some people I hadn't seen in about 5 years. Excuse me. I've got hiccups. I hadn't seen in about 5 years. Come to Friday Night Magic, which is pretty cool. So hopefully they'll be able to start coming regularly. Do, do. You said you had a really small LGS nearby. Is that because you're in a smaller city or smaller area, or you just like small shops? I know some people that actually travel out of their way to go to smaller shops, especially for pre-release. Just kind of crappy in a way, but also I kind of see the appeal to it if you're, you know, not as strong of a player. We're in the final stretch here. Good. Yes. My brain is getting mushy. I'm rapidly developing decision fatigue. Oh no, it's just a small shop I really like. I have a super big one also. There's at least 10 shops I can go to in under an hour. What the heck? Where are you, like? On the East Coast, so... Like the smaller one due to drafting, it's a blast there, and we draft all kinds of different sets. Not just what's new, like most LGS do. Man, I miss that. We used to have a really great drafting group at the LGS I'm at. But most of them stopped coming during the pandemic and never came back. Or, you know, like had kids and can't really get away to draft on a regular basis. I miss it. Now I get to draft a few times a year in paper. Which makes me sad, because I love drafting. Whoa. It's an alarm. Drafting is what keeps you in Magic. Yeah. I don't know if I would say drafting is what keeps me in Magic. Habit is what keeps me in Magic. You know, gotta get that fix, you know? But, I've been playing Magic for a very long time. I've been playing Magic so long, I can't imagine not playing Magic, if that makes sense. Like, not playing it collectively. Like, I have an entire room dedicated just to Magic. Oh, you're in Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, I've played in that area a couple of times for some events. I'm trying to think of what the last one was. I think it was like a legacy event or something, pre-pandemic. Yeah, there's some good spots in around Knoxville. Yeah, I'm farther, farther east. Down in High Point. We've got like maybe 5 shops within a half hour. I couldn't tell you how many we have in an hour. At one point there were like, trying to think, then an hour's drive, so you could almost get to Raleigh. You can get to Charlotte in an hour if you speed. So, there were easily 50 shops within an hour's drive at one point. Because there used to be 4 in Winston. There was like 5 or 6 in Greensboro. There were 3 in High Point. Charlotte had 1. Then Concord had like 5 at one point. There were a whole bunch. There were 3 in Burlington at one point. Slippery Karsk is not a green card. So, but that was a while ago. Now there's about 3 within 15 minutes of me. And the one that I go to is the same one I've been going to for almost 10 years now. And it used to be at the location of one that I was going to 25 years ago, that got sold. Like, there were different owners in between, but I also moved out of the area for a few years. And then I've got a friend that owns one in Winston that I never go to. Because I don't like their shop layout. It's a friend that I went to school with. Well, I say school. I took some community college classes, and we used to hang out a lot in the lounge at the community college. And play Magic. And he bought a shop from another person in Winston. He's a really good guy. But there's a couple of players there that I've had less than positive experiences with over the years, so I just don't go there very often. Then it's like a 25-ish minute drive from my house. But it's super, like, it's in the shopping center across from the LGS that I went to when I was a kid. Like, the LGS that when I think of a real, friendly LGS is the one that I think of. Like, it was my home. It was my... I felt safer in that LGS than I felt at home, if that makes any sense. And some of the best people I've ever known were at that LGS. And I genuinely miss it. I'm actually still really good friends with the guy who used to own it. He lives on the other side of the country now. Well, not the other side. Lives up in Albany. We still keep in touch. I would not be as good of a person if it weren't for that shop. Like, I would have been an objectively worse person if it weren't for the things I learned while I was there. Yeah, we keep up. He actually came to visit last year, even though it's like a 9-hour drive. But we keep in touch pretty regularly. And if I ever end up opening an LGS, I will be bringing back that LGS, if that makes any sense. Like, not necessarily the location, but definitely the feel of community there, the way it was set up, and the business name. It also just was a fantastic business name. If I win the lottery, I would buy an LGS or buy into this small LGS I love and help them get a bigger store. Yeah, I don't play the lottery, but if I won the lottery, I would buy. There's a furniture manufacturer here that has a giant showroom that they just shut down before the pandemic, and they haven't reopened it. That's like, I think it's like 400,000 square feet or something like that. And I would buy that location and turn it into the biggest just nerdgasm that I possibly could. Yeah, see, the thing is, the LGS that I go to now is close. I mean, like, it's you almost have the sense of family that was at the one that I grew up at, and I don't know how to explain what it's missing. Like, there was a sense of camaraderie. Oh my god, it's that alarm! I hit snooze instead of stop. There's just something about the sense of community that we had at the other one that isn't quite. It's not quite the same, but it's close. If that makes any sense. Like, the owners at the owners of the current LGS I go to, very close friends of mine. Like, they're like brothers to me. You know, I consider them family. But the owner of the LGS I went to when I was a kid, like, not even like family. He is family at this point, if that makes any sense. Like, if he needed a kidney, he wouldn't even have to ask. So. Like, one of those, if he needed something, like, if he called me and said he needed something, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I would drop whatever I'm doing to make sure that whatever, was needed happened. If that makes any sense. Granted, I'm pretty much like that with the guys at my current LGS. It's just a little different. Not by much. Like, it's close, but it's not quite the same. If that makes any sense. All right. Wow. We have managed to color sort 3 whole boxes of these in less than an hour and a half. Man. Oh. All right, we are going to take a short break. So my back teeth are floating at this point. But once that's done, we're going to probably start getting the artifacts and lands organized. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, so we cannot get everything into one block, at least not for white. Okay, so we got that done. I'm going to stand these up, so that's at least done. And then we're going to take like a 5 to 10 minute break. Because biological needs are biological needs. And I need to stretch my legs a little bit. So, all right, we got this far. We'll probably do lands first, actually. I think there's only 7 common lands in the set. There's Thermal Moraine, there's the 5 Urza's cycling lands, and then I think there's one other thing. Alright, short break. Where's my be right back sign? There it is. So we will be right back. See you in about 5 to 10. All right, and we're back. Oh. Okay. All right. So, just had a break. I think at the 2-hour mark, we're going to call it a day. That is in about 10 minutes, but probably get some other stuff done. I do have laundry to catch up on. Whole thing with being an adult is having to do your own stuff. But it's alright. Definitely want to get through the lands and the artifacts before I get over to that. But again, once that's done, I think we're just going to call it a day. Made a lot of progress. And starting Monday, we're going to have a whole bunch of new March of Machines content to go through. So it'll probably be about 2 weeks of March of Machines content. Then we will figure something else after that. Okay. Alright, where did we put our sleeves? There they are. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a partial. Plus that into bulk. One for the book. 3 for the box. So the cycling lands don't get played a whole lot anymore, but in case they ever do, we will have plenty of them. Right. So keeping 4 playsets. 3, 4, bulk. Need to actually make a bulk bin in the near future. Also need to put together a box for our new set that we will have tonight. So it's the whole thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we ended up with 5 playsets of polluted mire. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, we ended up with 7 playsets of Drifting Meadow. Yeah, 7. Wow. Wow. One extra thermal moraine. Right. All right, now for our artifacts. There's 5 common artifacts. Only 2 playsets of Jalum Dome. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but not exactly the greatest card, but kind of expected more than 2 playsets of a common. We have some Ornithopters. We have 5 playsets of Ornithopter, and Ornithopter is one of those cards that we just generally don't want to bulk out because it does get used quite a bit. So having it available as extra trade material is always good. Excuse me. Little hiccups. The exact number of dragon engines, which is kind of cool. Mindstone is another one that we don't bulk, because it does get played heavily in Pauper. Okay. Apparently my printer has an update. Something tells me it has to do with the vulnerability that was found yesterday, which I have already patched. Oh, a whole extra set of Juggernauts. Unfortunately, not the powerhouse that it was back in Alpha. But it's all good. And that's all the common artifacts. Yeah, a lot of progress. An extra renewed faith. We'll put with the other retro frames. And I think that's a day. So, very cool. Well, thank you everyone for joining. As always, if you want to support the channel, best way to do that is to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So we do streams daily. Don't know if we'll be doing a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's a very busy day. But we will definitely have one on Sunday. And we will continue getting through a Dominaria Remastered. And at some point, I'm going to have to make a bulk box. So that'll be a thing. But as always, until next time, stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone. Bye.